Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at this Toyota Prius V. This is a 2017 model, and what's interesting about it is the name. The V stands for versatile. As you can tell, this car looks almost nothing like a regular Toyota Prius, which you would expect. And the reason is, when this car came out in 2012, this was claimed to have 50% greater interior cargo space. And it looks like it actually does. I've been in it already. We're going to take a look inside in a little bit. But it is basically a wagon. Now the Prius itself is already a wagon, but this is a larger wagon with the same exact drivetrain. So you do have the 1.8 liter of the same exact engine and hybrid drivetrain system as the 2010 model year Prius. If you weren't interested in the regular Prius because it was a little cramped for you, but you still wanted the incredible 45 miles per gallon overall combined, this would really be your only option. This car is much larger. It has adjustable rear seats. I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. And it still has a very low 0.29 coefficient of drag. Very, very versatile looking car. Very fuel efficient. And honestly, I could say pretty large inside. With the hatch open, as I have now, you have a huge amount of space inside. Right now, this model has the seats in its regular position. As you could tell, I kind of set one of them a little bit further, so they do slide back and forth. You could see I have a little bit of space right there between the seats, and they also fold flat. So you would have an enormous cargo space carrying capacity in this particular car. In comparison to the regular Prius, as you could tell, the actual opening of the hatch is pretty square and fairly large compared to the regular Prius. This car has the same smart key system as you would expect on any high-level Toyota. Simply walk up to the car and open it. Priuses were one of the first mainstream cars to kind of highlight the power start button. So all you have to do is press the power and the vehicle will just simply turn on. We have a hybrid monitor here. Very nice looking car. As you could tell, what's interesting about this car is you have the center layout of the dashboard. Pretty cool. I don't mind it. Some people seem to kind of be irritated by it, but for me it's pretty fantastic. All the controls are doubled here on the steering wheel. You have all your radio controls, your Bluetooth settings right over here. On the bottom right, you have some certain other buttons where you can control pretty much almost all the functionality. Really nice and comfortable leather wrapped steering wheel with a really good hand feel. It's not thin, although if you look at it kind of from far away, it is a little bit of a smaller looking wheel, much smaller than you would expect in a relatively big car like this. But you know what? That gives your legs a lot of leg room, and you also have a good amount of headroom. I mean, the ceiling in this car is basically about 6 inches. Well, the seat's a little high right now, but you could tell I have a good amount of headspace right here, and the seat is a little bit tall right now. Normally I would kind of lower it for my regular driving position. You have a lot of creature comforts in this car. You have regular dual zone climate control system. You also have heated seats, which they kind of put right here in this really low, weird position. So you constantly have to reach right here. Let me turn this one off. So it doesn't even turn off when you want it to turn off, but that's okay. It's cool. You have a couple driving modes right here with this really nice huge cup holder. So this car seems to have 2 cup holders in the front. There's one right here and one right over here for the passengers. You open it up, you could use it and do whatever you want. You have the EV mode, you have eco mode and power mode. Now the car will normally drive in regular mode. I've tested these out myself, and unless you have the battery all the way full, the EV mode really doesn't do anything. The car will either way automatically jump to EV mode, as you can tell right here, and I have the car running right now. It is already in EV mode, the battery's full, and we just have regular ventilation going on here. The only kind of drawback that I see from this model is the screen. It's a good looking screen, but it has these touch sensitive buttons. I'm not really a fan of these. Ford and Cadillac are really popular on using these, and these systems always seem to have issues. But I gotta say, Toyota's done a great job. There's been no recalls on the infotainment system. It works well. It has built-in HD radio. Everything else, backup camera is also really nice and clear. You could tell right here, I mean, that is really high quality backup camera. Now, when you move the wheel, nothing turns here, so it doesn't have predictive steering like some of the Nissan models, but that's okay. And yes, the car does beep when you're inside. Now, the reason is this is a Japanese-made vehicle, and I think it's pretty popular in Japan. If not, it's exported from Japan. And all the Priuses beep inside when you shift into reverse. That is part of the Japanese domestic market regulations. The rear seats themselves are also very comfortable, and they do recline and slide. The slide mechanism is right here on the bottom, so it's kind of van-like, which is nice. It really isn't a car where you will be confined. There's a good amount of headroom all around, as you can tell, even in the back. I mean, look at all that space. It has a nice level flat roof, and the front seats are very supportive and soft. This is an eco leather version, but it's very comfortable. The armrest, I gotta say, I really love the armrest. It's nice and wide. Look at that. My whole hand fits on it. You could have two people's arms on here while you're driving. Very comfortable. All right, guys, we're driving the Prius V. It is very smooth, comfortable. I'm maintaining a low speed, 32. About the speed limits here is about 40. I'm just basically rolling by. Car drives really smoothly and easily. The brakes are compliant and solid. They're a little bit strong, I would say, but you know, that's kind of a quirk of the Toyota Prius hybrid systems. They're all like that. Car rolls really nice, smooth. There's really not much exterior noise at all at 40. Let's see, step on it a little. It's quick. Basically got 10 miles an hour within, like, you know, a second or two. Has really good passing power. I'm surprised. Brakes feel nice. Steering wheel is comfortable, smooth. I would say, honestly, this car is very effortless to drive. I don't know why it gets so much bad hype. It's just very comfortable. All right, guys, we're gonna try the power mode. I'm gonna press it right here. We'll see if we can get any kind of change. Okay, so the car now says power mode. You could tell right here. I could already feel it. Pressed on the gas a little bit. Feels significantly faster with power mode. Wow, it's really going. It's at this crazy Ford through right here. It's quick, guys. Power is quick. Basically hit 20 within like a matter of a second. This car really moves in the power mode. I'm surprised, frankly. I've driven other Priuses in the same power mode and eco mode. They're pretty much identical. Otherwise, I'm going over some rough roads here. The ride is compliant, smooth, balanced, no weird noises, no shaking. And I gotta say, the vibration of the body and rigidity is very low. Well, the rigidity is fantastic. There you go, 30, almost within a matter of like 2 seconds. Quick, this is a quick car. Now we're going to test out the EV mode. I'm going to activate it right here. We'll see how we can get up to speed. We're a little bit of an incline here, so of course we're not going to get the best EV performance, but we'll see. I'm not really going to push it. I'm just going to see how many miles an hour I can get up to in EV mode. Maybe irritate some of the drivers behind me, right, guys? But that's what hypermiling is. All right, so I'm already at 20, 22, going a little bit of an uphill too. Let's see if I can get to 30 in just EV mode. Okay, so EV mode deactivated and the gas engine went on about 28. But it is quick anyway. Look at that acceleration in regular normal. Basically almost at 50 just now. So the great thing about these Prius models is no matter really what, it'll almost always be in EV mode at low speeds. But you know what? As long as you can get up to 20 miles an hour or so, just using your battery, that's where most of your actual fuel is burned. And now we're just cruising. Once again, just EV mode on its own automatically.